You bring up another really interesting thing is you said you got in over your head on the first few. And so you were smart enough to reach out to people that could come in and basically could put band-aids on that and help you pick it up. And I feel like this is there's two key things here that make me not surprised at all that you found success. And one of them is recognizing an opportunity that the masses don't, because, we all see, like, when CNN tells you it's a good time to buy, it's probably too late. And people listen to the fear, which you seem to go in the opposite direction, regardless of why you did. But the other part is, even some of the people that are brave enough to go down the entrepreneurial path, on their first deal or two, if they hit problems, most people just quit. What is it about you? And I find this a lot in, like, athletes, law enforcement, that, a lot of fighters listen to the show. They're used to being in a bad spot. And instead of just tapping out, saying, let me take a breath and find a way to get out of this, just one step at a time, one breath at a time, one punch at a time. What in you or your background allowed you to have that tenacity, to have that Rocky story that when things are tough, you don't quit, you just create diamonds out of that pressure?
I grew up an athlete. I grew up playing every sport for a long time, and then in high school was basketball player, golfer, and I played actually golf in college at Division II college in Kansas. And I just think anytime you're an athlete, any kind of somewhat high level competitive athlete, you learn that, like, giving up isn't a good idea. You get, like, in golf, you can get off. I've had times I remember I was 14 years old playing at my home club, Kansas Junior Amateur Tournament. I went out on the very first hole and made a 10. And, I still came back and shot a 74, and was competitive in the event for the 3-day event. And it just tells you that no matter how you start, if you just stick to your process, keep working, keep moving forward, you'll eventually get there. Same thing with basketball. I had tons of games where our team got down 20 points in a half and then came back and won. So I think you just kind of pick up those lessons. I also think I was extremely, just abnormally motivated to make money when I was young. It's interesting because I think people, like, growing up in my little small town, perceived me and my family as being rich because we were at the country club. But the reality was my dad was the general manager of the country club, and my mom was a teacher, and we're very middle class family, and all the kids around me at the country club, not all, but a lot, were actually very rich. And so I think I saw the freedom that their parents, who were entrepreneurs, had, and I saw the kind of lifestyle that some of them could have and the things that their kids could do that I couldn't do. And I wasn't going to be stuck not being able to live that kind of life.